we're just paying for the name. Like, there are bags you can get at Coach and Kate Spade that are probably made just as well. I don't know, for me, I've gone down a path of buying more Hermes bags because I find that they have less issues. I definitely think in the past I would have preferred to get the 22 bag because it's an it bag, it's a cool bag, and it's, you know, it's very of the moment. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, I'm Jess! So I wanted to offer you guys alternatives to the Chanel 22 bag today. I know that it's a super popular bag at the moment. I've seen people in my local shopping center wearing it and it looks pretty cool. My friend Romina Rose May on YouTube also has a really gorgeous dark purple metallic one, which is just such a dreamy shade of purple, guys, like obsessed. I personally have fallen in love with the latest Mattia Dark collection one. I think it's like a dark pink shade. That one is to die for, but due to me spending a lot of money this year on other bags and trying not to be too mindless about buying random bags, I thought I'd share with you guys just bags that are similar to the 22, which are perhaps better and cheaper. So yeah, if you like the 22 but you don't want to fork out like around 8,000 Australian dollars, maybe have a look at these bags because they might scratch that desire to have like a designer bag that low-key looks like a sports bag. So in 2020, Fendi released a bag called the Fendi Pack. I don't know if you guys remember this bag. I briefly remember this bag. You can't buy it. I don't think you can buy it from Fendi anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I have seen it selling on pre-loved sites. It's called the Fendi Pack. Yeah, this really did not hold its value on the pre-love market, so you can kind of find the Fendi Pack for under around 1,500 Australian dollars, and it is basically well, it was introduced as a unisex accessory on the men's fall-winter 2020 runway, and yeah, it's got a similar drawstring look to the Chanel 22, and yeah, I really like the look of the white one with the little micro one hanging off it. Fendi is so good at making like micro versions of their bags and sticking it on the bag. I just love that look. And yeah, I guess the Fendi Pack, it comes with a thicker strap and it's similar to the 22 because it has like the brand just stuck on the front and it's just a sack. So yeah, definitely giving me Chanel 22 vibes, and it's a lot cheaper. It doesn't have the quilting or anything, but the shoulder strap, the thick sporty shoulder strap, I think really goes with this style of bag. The next bag, which definitely when I saw the 22 come out, this bag was the first bag that came into my mind. So when I worked at Saint Laurent, the teddy bag was really popular in the mini size, but yeah, the teddy bag was something that was a new design for Saint Laurent, I think around 2018-ish. And it was kind of popular. It was a relatively good price point. I think it was under $2,000, and it came in a gorgeous, like really supple lambskin. And yeah, it's similar to the 22 because it's literally just a sack again, a drawstring sack with the brand stuck on the front. I believe this bag was designed, was inspired by a model called Teddy. Yeah, basically it was just kind of a unisex style. You could also buy it in the men's section in backpack version. Similar to the 22, it comes in a shoulder bag and a backpack. The teddy bag also came in a shoulder bag and a backpack. And yeah, these eventually did go on sale and you could get them for really cheap. I still think you could probably find these on the pre-love market for really good deals. So if you want a designer sack bag, I think the Saint Laurent is a really edgy one to go for. And it's definitely nowhere near the price point of the Chanel 22. And I think it offers a similar functionality and sense of style to the 22. Like the Saint Laurent still looks like an expensive bag and it still gives the same vibe of like I'm wearing a sports sack but it's designer. So yeah, I think this is a good alternative. Next, if you want something a little bit more loud and logo mania, you could definitely go for this Gucci rucksack. Now this was a style that was pretty popular, I'm gonna say around 2017-ish era, guys. Like, do you remember this bag? Yeah, it has a similar vibe to the 22 backpack. It comes with the little pouch as well. And yeah, guys, I think this probably hit the outlets eventually, Gucci outlets. I don't think this was like a best selling bag, but it definitely Gucci definitely pulls off sporty looks. Like at the moment there's the Gucci Adidas collab, which I think it makes sense. Like Gucci tracksuit, Gucci is good at creating sports looks. I don't know, guys. I mean, so is Chanel. You know, Gabrielle herself was really into sports. So the attitude of the 22, you know, having like a sporty throw around bag with the Chanel across it. Yeah, it is an interesting contrast, but yeah, if you want that kind of vibe, but for less, maybe go for the Gucci. I'm going to be honest, guys, I do not love this Gucci bag. I think this one is actually pretty ugly, but I would much rather get the 22 over this, but this is a similar vibe, so I just thought I'd put it out there. And finally, guys, I wanted to share with you the Bradado backpack, which is an Hermes bag. So I often stalk the other countries' Hermes websites just to see what random bags are on there, because in Australia, not many bags really pop up on our website, but I noticed that in US and even like European countries, they have a lot of variety of like different random bags. And I noticed that on the US website, the Bradado backpack is always available. It's a not very hyper bag. And when I saw it, I thought, kind of reminds me of the Chanel 22. Like it's got the kind of hot stamped Hermes logo on the front. So it's a lot more low-key, subtle luxury, which is why I kind of have been getting into Hermes lately. I do enjoy that subtle luxury, but with I don't know, I kind of like subtle luxury, but then add like a stupid bag charm to it. Yeah, anyway, I'm all about contrast. This Bradado backpack for me is probably a little bit too plain, but if you want to experience the craftsmanship of Hermes, and have a sack of a bag, maybe you could go for the Bradado backpack over the 22. This backpack can also convert into a crossbody, and from my calculations, it costs about $1,000 less than the 22, maybe even less, because the 22 is quite expensive. So I think this Hermes bag costs less than the 22. That being said, this bag has no lining. It is like a raw cowhide leather, and it has no hardware as well. So you're basically just paying for the Hermes name and the beautiful leather. It comes in a lot of really fun, bright colors as well. But yeah, if you're an Hermes fan and you just want to be dedicated to Hermes, maybe get this over the 22 because it's a lot more subtle and you're going to have the full experience of the Hermes leather, which a lot of people who are into Hermes would probably appreciate this subtle luxury over the 22. Also, guys, the 22 bag, I have heard a lot of people saying that they're having a lot of issues, like quality issues with it, and I don't know, when you're paying $8,000 for a designer bag, Australian, I just think you shouldn't have your doubts about it. I know that like with Chanel, you're basically just paying for the name at this point, and even even like, you know, something like Louis Vuitton at this point, we're just paying for the name. Like there are bags you can get at Coach and Kate Spade that are probably made just as well as a Louis Vuitton bag at this point. But I really think that I don't know, for me, I've gone down a path of buying more Hermes bags because I find that they have less issues and they just seem a lot more thought out in terms of usability. I don't know, guys, I kind of like, they have a different vibe to me. So I feel like for $8,000, I'm at a point where I would rather save that for an Hermes bag because I'm into that at the moment. But I definitely think in the past, I would have preferred to get the 22 bag because it's an it bag, it's a cool bag, and it's, you know, it's very of the moment. So yeah, I think long term, the 22 is another one of those bags that could get discontinued. And if you do want to itch that scratch of getting a designer sack bag, yeah, there are some other alternatives out there. So guys, what do you think of the 22 bag? Is it something that you're obsessed with, that you want to get? Let me know, because I actually think it's a super cool bag. It's just I find the price a bit hard to swallow, and yeah, at this point, guys, when I'm spending that amount of money, I need everything to be perfect, and yes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my video, guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!